Hello, hello, 7 and 8. Good morning. Today's Tuesday, May 12th, and I hope you guys are well and ready to work. Today we'll continue working with our book, Israel is Complicated. Now, we're working on pages 30 to 33, only we're not going to be working with exactly the same. Some of the assignments you'll see in a second, I took the liberty to took out. And today we'll be experiencing something quite unique and interesting about Israel that most people don't know. Okay? So, without further ado, please open page 30 where we can start talking. I would like to ask you, please start reading. Don't read the red line on the left side, the red part. Please read with the title, Ancient and Modern Culture, okay? And read this to the subtitle and start to reading the paragraph, and then move on to read the red thing. Um, I can tell you, first of all, you can pause me and then come back to the video, but you can keep just listening to me and then read the whole at once. I can tell you that with me and my students, when I was a teacher in Israel in high school, we used to build trails. So if we came to a forest, let's say, or some kind of place that's worth hiking in, we would bring or get shovels and tools or whatnot from a certain area, and we would cut the weeds and everything that is growing there, and turn this place into a path, which is a pretty fun experience, I have to tell you. Um, and in one of those paths, one of my students actually also found something quite interesting. And you will read and you'll know you can make the connection of what I'm talking about. He found this ancient picture, ancient script, which I don't know why, but got the archaeologists there really excited. I haven't really looked into it. After you're done reading about page 30, okay, the ancient and the modern world, please move to page 31 and read that part on the top. Israel is modern. And the reason it's worth stressing it that people are using electricity and because many people around the world, if you tell them about what's the first thing that comes to mind when you talk about Israel, they will tell you Israel, desert, right? Camels. People ride camels right there, right? And the answer is no, or not definitely no. Most people have cars. Okay, the majority of people who drive around with like you guys move around here. There are some parts in Israel, for instance, in the Negev, in the Bedouin society, that still use camel, but they don't use it as to travel from one place to another. That's not how it rolls. You use camels for different things, which I'm not going to go into here because using animals for our own needs, it's horrible. So we're not going to dive into that. But what I do want you to do to look in is to design modern ancient show. So you have a few bricks here. You also have a link in the book. I will also share the video that they are addressing you for you to look at into the today's if I get an email or in Zoom, you'll get another link talking about the video they want you to watch. Um, if you go into bhlink.me/Israel2, you will see there between I think it's between Hanukkah festival and Purim A. It's right there in the middle, right above Purim A. So you'll see that link about Jerusalem Festival of Light, which is a wonderful, wonderful festival. It happens every year. Very colorful, very, very beautiful things. A lot of nice things to see. So back to the assignment. On page 31, you see bricks. Okay, um, on those bricks, these are we call it Even Yerushalmit, stone, Jerusalem stone, and I want you to write at least five things. You can read the assignment here, no worries, but you see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at least five you need to address to three modern and two ancient, or three ancient and two moderns. You pick, but at least three and two of each one. And um, five altogether. If you don't feel comfortable drawing, again, you can read the assignment, but if you don't feel comfortable enough drawing, you can just use words, just 3 or 4 words to describe what your picture might look like. I'd rather see your drawing, okay? So you need to combine the ancient and the modern together. Look at the assignments, fairly easy. I don't want to take a lot of your time. Let's move on to page 32, 32. Um, here comes a topic I've been meaning to talk to you in person in class, because that's a topic that's really interesting to me in person to talk about in Israel. But it's also I'm also very curious to hear your opinion. So I really do request, guys, take this seriously. Okay, don't just read it blankly. Read every single thing carefully. So the topic is diverse or divided or both. Okay, it's talking about the diversity in Israel, and they explain pretty well here in this paragraph that it's diverse. Israel is also, with all the multicultural world that is Israel, it's also very excluded, very divided. In Hebrew, we call it shvatim, which is tribes. Okay, our president, which is not the highest rank in Israel. In Israel, that's a prime minister, but the president, which is he divided. He had a very famous speech where he talked about dividing Israel into four different tribes, and those tribes don't always live together. They don't always coexist. What do I mean by that? You can read a little, getting into this world in the paragraph that says, the title says it's divided. Keep on reading, okay? And then on the next one, on page 33, you guys are going to need to write some, come up with ideas, debate about it, okay? Now, the assignment here says pick a friend. Don't pick a friend. What I want you to do, guys, I want you to see both sides on each coin. And there are some pretty good arguments, pretty strong arguments on both sides. So what I want you to do, they're having this scenario about Oren, which is an Israeli, is in high school, as some of you are about to become, and he needs to decide where to go. So far, he's been going to a Jewish school, Jewish Israeli culture, and not religious per se, but the culture of the school was Israeli. And now he's debating where should he go, which kind of school does he need to attend to. Read the assignment; it's fairly clear, fairly simple. So I'm talking about the thing on the left side on page 33, the one with the white background. I want you to come up with why Orange should go to a Jewish school. I want you to come up with another reason, another explanation why Orange should go to a multicultural school, and I want you to write it down. Even if you're, just for the sake of the example, even if your heart, your desire tells you, you know what, Orange should go to a multicultural school, I want you to think of the advantage when you answer why you should go to a Jewish school. Think of the actual advantage. Don't just write something, yeah, because he will have fun there. That's not good enough reason. Okay? Explain to me the why. I always say that the most important thing is the why, and you have a question about that as well. So that would be it. There's one more thing I want you to do. On the right hand side of page 33, you'll see three questions. Ignore question number 2 and 3. Okay, don't answer them. But I do want you to answer question number 1. Okay, and please give it some thinking. Okay, I don't want to see a one-line sentence. It's the answer. It's not good enough. Talking about this question number 1. Okay, I want you to answer this question. Answer it at the bottom of the page. Answer it here. Okay, you have a lot of space. Again, use more than one line. Okay, that is it, my friend. That is it. Today, next time I'll see you, it's going to be on Thursday. We won't be starting chapter 3. I will talk about it a little bit. We'll have a Zoom meeting on Thursday. I'm sorry, in 2 days from now, and it's talking about the religiousness in Israel, but also about the secular parts of it. You will see. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about chapter 3. We won't be diving into the deep material. That is it, my friend. That brings today's class to an end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you're well. Keep yourself safe. I'll explain furthermore what is that you need to do, what is that you need to give me. There are quite a few assignments in this book that you will need to you should have done already. But we'll talk more about it on Thursday. Okay. Stay safe. I will see you in 2 days. Bye, guys.